I don't care. I don't want to talk about it.
Head over heels.
Hello everyone, welcome to Head Over Heels. Two quick things. Number one, I'm from the United States of America, so if you're from a different country, a different culture, the things that I say here, they may not apply the same to you. Number two, I am not a licensed professional. I can't. We can never talk about anything. Anything that I say doesn't mean anything. My partner just ignores me. It feels like every day I'm fighting a war that I will never win. Having a partner with a dismissive avoidant attachment style can really kill the connection in any relationship. It's really frustrating. The good news is that here on Head Over Heels, we talk about mental health and relationships, so let's see what we can do about this. First, I want to remind you that having a dismissive avoidant attachment style means that this person has an insecure way of relating with other people. So when it comes to a relationship, this is a defensive pattern and it helps them to feel safe in a relationship. What it really kind of boils down to is that somebody with a dismissive avoidant attachment style generally is uncomfortable with emotions at some point in their lives, probably in early childhood. Expressing themselves and expressing their emotions became a dangerous thing to do.
If
you don't stop, I'm gonna smack you. What this means is that if you approach them emotionally, they're probably going to shut down and clam up. I'm so angry right now. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you are calm before you approach them, even if this means that you have to wait a while so that your emotions can calm down. This doesn't mean that you can't express yourself. Just make sure that when you do express yourself, it's at a low intensity. Hey, I'd like to talk about something that's bothering me. Naturally, when you approach them, they will be dismissive. Don't be silly, there's nothing to be bothered about. This is really going to test your ability to rein in your own emotions and to have some self-control when it comes to the way that you're feeling. Don't become as reactive as they are, because if you do, you're probably going to push them further into avoidance where they don't want to talk about it at all. If you find that this is really difficult for you to do, maybe you have an insecure attachment style yourself, you may want to go in to see a therapist, somebody who can help teach you how to regulate your own emotions. Something else to be cautious about when you approach your partner is to not criticize them. Make sure that when you do approach them, you're approaching them with ownership of your own feelings. You're acknowledging that this is how you feel and you're not putting it on them, blaming them for things and telling them what they should be doing and shouldn't be doing. Remember, it's all about you. I'm feeling upset about something and I wanted to see if we could find a solution together. Try to empathize with them and how they might be feeling inside. Reassure them that they are safe with you. I realize that bringing this up is probably going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, and those uncomfortable feelings might be making you feel like it's not safe to be around me, but I want to reassure you that it's safe for us to discuss this, and I'm here for you. Once you've discussed things, give them time to process things. Don't put pressure on them to make decisions or discuss things with you right away. That's only going to encourage them to see those emotions that they're feeling inside as uncontrollable and unsafe to experience. Now, if they go on to dismiss how you're feeling, remind yourself immediately that how you're feeling does matter. They may be too anxious to talk about it right now, and that may mean you'll have to bring it up at a later time. Don't put how you're feeling aside in favor of them. Remember, two people are important in a relationship, and you're one of them. I wanted to talk about what we couldn't get to the other day. What would be a good time for you? Do not tolerate emotional abuse. If they consistently act like the way that you feel does not matter, or if they start giving you the silent treatment, if it becomes a pattern, consider taking a break from this relationship. Remember that a relationship is supposed to be a safe place for you to be vulnerable for both people. That includes you. If you've been having difficulty, it may help to get involved with a couples therapist and encourage them to come with you to see someone. Take ownership that this is something that you're interested in doing and try to nudge them to come along with you. I've been feeling unhappy with the way that things have been between us, and I want to go see a therapist. I'd like you to come with me. Here's something really important that you may overlook. When they speak up about something, when they start to show an emotion, really listen and empathize with them. Encourage them to feel safe in expressing themselves. Remember, don't criticize them. Show them that their emotions matter. Help them to reason through the way that they're feeling without getting overwhelmed. If you see that they're getting overwhelmed, encourage them to take a break and do some things that might help them feel more comfortable. Well, that sounds like it's really hard to admit. I'm glad that you shared it with me. Don't expect quick results when it comes to all of this. Attachment styles can be difficult to change, and it doesn't mean that they're going to take forever to change, but they do take some time. This is because this may be a pattern of the way that your partner has related to people for their entire lives, and when you run a pattern for your whole life, it takes some work to change that. They may also move from a dismissive avoidant attachment style to a fearful avoidant attachment style as things progress. So expect that there may be a change in some of the dynamics of your relationship. All of this can really test out how well you're able to regulate your own anxiety and stress. So if you're somebody who has difficulty with stress regulation, I have some free worksheets over on my Patreon page. Go over and check those out. On Patreon, you can support people like myself in doing the things that they love. It takes a lot of work to do videos like this, so I help support other people on Patreon. I'd be grateful if you supported me. Thank you to all the patrons who are already supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. If you like learning about mental health and relationships, go over to youtube.com/RyanLiberty, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I do a video. Now let's explore this a little bit further. What is a time when you've been in an intimate relationship with somebody and you didn't want to talk about things, where you got dismissive, you didn't really care about what your partner thought? Why did you feel that way, and what was going on inside? Tell me a story, let's talk about it down below, and maybe we can get some insight so that you can have more empathy for your partner. Thank you everybody for joining me on Head Over Heels. Sorry, I get like that sometimes. What did you want to talk about?